Hello everyone, welcome to my channel Kyotokan. I'm Ryusei. Today I introduce how to make cabbage cutlet. This dish is called Kyabetsumenchi in Japanese. Kyabetsumenchi is similar to Menchikatsu, but they are different. The feature of Kyabetsumenchi is much cabbage. In Japanese 24 seasons, now is Koku. The season of cherry blossom is over, however, young plants grow vigorously. And this cabbage is called Haru Kyabetsu. The flavor of it is amazing in spring. I hope you enjoy healthy and delicious Kyabetsumenchi. Yes, let's make it. At first, I'll prepare the cabbage. This cabbage is grown in Kanagawa Prefecture. The leaves of Haru cabbage are soft, and we can enjoy the natural sweetness from it. I peel off the leaves and take the inside. Today I'll use 150 grams of cabbage. This weight is very important. Not yet. If we add too much cabbage, the moisture comes out to the patties, and it is difficult to make the patties into oval shapes. That's why I scale it carefully. Okay, then I cut the cabbage into 1 cm pieces. This size is comfortable eaten with the meat, and we can enjoy the crunchy texture of cabbage. Nice. It's okay to tear the cabbage into small pieces by hand. Good. I cut off the stem. The stem is firmer than leaves. If the piece of cabbage is too big, the patties may collapse. That's why we should cut it into small pieces more carefully. Okay, I transfer it to the large bowl. I've cut 150 grams of cabbage. Then I add 2 pinches of salt. I shake it. Again. I distribute the salt to the cabbage to remove the water and make it tender. Okay, I let it stand for 30 minutes. Meanwhile, I'll cut the onion. This is 50 grams. The weight is also important. I cut it into small dices. This onion is from Hokkaido. I turn it and cut it horizontally from the bottom. Nice. And chop it. If the onion is well cooked, the fume doesn't hurt our eyes. So I kept it in the fridge before cutting. Okay, I've cut the onion. 30 minutes later, the water comes out and the cabbage becomes tender. I squeeze out the excess water. This work is quite important. If we skip it, the patties become too soft, and we can shape it. But if we do this work carefully, we enjoy the pure flavor of cabbage and the juicy and soft texture of Kyabetsumenchi. Nice. This color makes me feel spring. Let's make the patties. This is 250 grams of ground pork. I add a pinch of salt and 5 grams of sugar. Sugar keeps the moisture of the meat, and 5 grams of miso. Miso gives saltiness and complex flavor umami. I mix them until the meat becomes sticky. Once the meat becomes sticky, I add 10 grams of sake and 10 grams of soy sauce. I distribute the seasonings to the meat. And I add a neck. I mix them until they are combined well. Okay, I add 5 grams of potato starch. Potato starch works to keep the moisture of the vegetables. Good. Finally, I add the onion and cabbage. It is a really healthy dish. I distribute the vegetables to the meat. Okay, the patties are done. I covered it with a plastic wrap and left it for 30 minutes in the fridge to melt the flavors. Please give me a moment. My goal is to reach 100,000 subscribers by the end of the year. You can know a lot of Japanese food recipes and culture. If you like the video, please subscribe my channel. Thank you. Yes, let's make the patties into portions. First, I flatten the surface. Okay, and divide it into 6 portions. Nice. Then I put the vegetable oil to my hands. This oil helps to make the surface smooth. I take the patties and make it into an oval shape. I remove the air and make the surface smooth. Okay, beautiful. These patties are softer than Menchikatsu because of much vegetables. Scaling the vegetables precisely is so important. Perfect. I got 6 portions. This is cake flour, beaten egg, breadcrumbs, panko. Let's coat the patties with them. Also, I use cake flour. You can use all-purpose flour as well. I arrange the shape again and put the flour entirely and remove the excess flour. It is important to coat it with the flour evenly and entirely. Then I coat it with the egg. The patties absorb the water of the egg, so I do it quickly and carefully. At last, panko. I put much panko over the patties. Okay, I've done everything. Let's deep fry them. I check the temperature. It is 150 degrees. The tip is cooking them gradually over low heat. If the temperature is too high, they will burn before they are cooked. I keep the temperature around 145 degrees. The fire is medium-low. 4 minutes later, I turn over them. Slightly browned. The green color of the cabbage is beautiful. I cook them for more 4 minutes. 4 minutes later, I turn over them again to brown them evenly and beautifully. I cook them for 10 to 12 minutes. 10 minutes later, I remove them once. Good. I get rid of the foam carefully. It is essential to make beautiful Kyabetsumenchi. Okay, before deep frying them, I check the temperature again. It is important. I deep fry them as well. Good. I deep fry them again. The temperature is higher than before. I reheat them and make them crispy. The fire is medium. I reheat them for 2 to 3 minutes thoroughly. The purpose of deep frying double is to make the outside crispy. Okay, I remove them. Perfect. I've deep fried them. Let's arrange it on the sometsuke plate. I place the cut cabbage and Kyabetsumenchi. Finally, I put the original sauce. Kyabetsumenchi is done. Itadakimasu. Beautiful. The outside is so crispy, and the inside is nice crunchy texture of the cabbage. It is good with raw cabbage. Very delicious. The merit of this dish is delicious if it's cool, and it's also delicious to eat with bread. At last, I'll introduce how to make the sauce and how to cut the cabbage shortly. These are sauce ingredients. The way is so simple. I add all ingredients to the bowl and mix it well. Okay. Next, cabbage. Before cutting, I soak the cabbage in the cold water for 30 minutes to make the texture crunchy. I remove it from the water and leave it on the strainer to remove the excess water. Then I get rid of the core. Good. If we divide it into small portions, it's easier to slice it thinly. I fold it like this and cut the cabbage against the fibers. When the cabbage becomes small, I put the remaining cabbage on it and cut it again. Okay, cut cabbage is done. Thank you, did you enjoy? The tip of making Kyabetsumenchi is scaling the vegetables precisely and deep frying them gradually over low heat. I hope you enjoy delicious Kyabetsumenchi. Thank you for watching to the end. I'm looking forward to seeing you next time. Have a nice day. See you later.